Hey, John, I have a question. I thought of you for this because you have such great input when it comes to attitudes. And the question is, how can I quit seeing the worst in my spouse? And I love the vulnerability of this question. I remember when I used to teach general psych, I would sometimes say to my students, hey, let's get a green mindset. Look around the room, find everything that's green. And suddenly we're seeing things that we didn't see before that are green. There's a pencil, there's a whatever. And we sometimes can do that in our relationships and only see the worst, and we just highlight it. What do we do if we're caught in that trap?
So let's start with the obvious. Every one of us is susceptible to getting into a bad attitude. In fact, I think it's inevitable that we get into these little bad attitudes because we all have little pet peeves, right? There's little things that irk us. So every married person actually has two spouses or partners. They have one that is the real life person that they are married to, and then they have a second partner in their head. And that is a construction of the real life. It's a conceptualization where they have taken a few of the qualities of their partner and they have constructed like a caricature. You remember those political caricatures where, like, Clinton had a big nose and Obama big ears and Trump big hair, right? So they exaggerate these qualities. Well, a good attitude is where you take a few of the qualities of your spouse that you appreciate and are positive in your love, and you create this whole image in your mind. But a bad attitude can shift in a nanosecond when you start to hyper focus on one negative. It's not just that negative, the whole profile shifts.
Yeah.
Remember those perceptual shift pictures where you could look at one part of the picture and it brings out this one profile, like the ugly woman. Yeah. But then you look at another part and it brings out the beautiful woman. And so that's very similar to how our attitudes work.
So what do we do if we're mired down in a negative attitude? How do we get out of it?
Well, there's the thing. So it's not really unusual or abnormal to get into a bad attitude. Getting into a bad attitude is not what is dangerous. It's staying in a bad attitude. And so what we really need to do is to develop that kind of mental discipline of recognizing when we are focusing on the negatives and then intentionally shifting to the positives, counting the blessings of our spouse, thinking of their good qualities, and then starting to make ourselves focus in on those good qualities and seeing the picture, actually acting on them, verbalizing them, telling them what we like. All of those kind of ways of focusing back on the good qualities begin to shift the mental picture, which produces your attitude.
And it's a simple answer, and I love it because it's doable. This is within our control. We don't have to wait for the wind to change. We don't have to wait for circumstances to be different. You can choose that attitude by what you focus on. And John, that's why we love you here at Loveology. You make it easy. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey friends, we really hope you're enjoying the marriage conversations here on our A Better Us YouTube channel.
We have hundreds of more helpful marriage videos designed to give you hope and tools to make your marriage even better.
Right. And you can see just a few options we think you might like here and here. So keep exploring.
Oh, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here so you don't miss out on all the great marriage help we have coming your way all the time.